welcome back to your favorite wrestling podcast. It is the Monday Night Wave, baby. And we back. We back. Hopefully, when you hear this bitch actually comes out. I should probably stop cussing within the first 5 seconds. That's my fault. But yeah, I go by Jay, aka the Lonely One, aka Podbreaker, aka Podbreak Kid, aka Powell Jacob Premix out Pod Better Than You Know It. Misrespected Jumpers back in the building. And today we're talking about WrestlePalooza. Yeah, we'll talk about that show and its endeavors and what we think here. But before we get into that, I'm going to pass it off to the one, the only, not the Quattro, but the duo.
Yes, sir. It's your boy, the third mic. Yeah, that's right. It's the third mic, baby. The Oracle of the Monday Night Wave, the OTC. I'm taking my name back. The OTC of the Monday Night Wave podcast. It's your boy DT. He is I, and I am him. What's happening?
All right. Yeah. DT's back in the building. Mr. Heroic will be here for our or hopefully it's in the same episode. The back half of this, which should be All Out. That was also today as well. So we have All Out and WrestlePalooza. I am severely tired of talking about wrestling today. There's been a lot of it. It's been 8 hours of wrestling. Yeah. But let's talk about it. Before we get into the show here, we do got some news here. First things first. Looks like Raja Jackson has been arrested for his assault on Psycho Stu here. It took a long time to get to this point. And I don't want to be champion niggas getting arrested, but you know, this one we kind of seen coming.
Well-deserved arrest. I mean, you do something. Listen, man. Actions have consequences. Okay, actions have consequences, and sometimes you do things or say things that result in consequences. And it's a part of life. So lesson to learn: you can't just go around beating niggas up. You just can't.
Nope.
So
not at all.
What was his bond? 5,000? 50,000?
I think. Let's double check here. I think you kind of should just, keep your hands off people, especially if you're like a UFC fighter. Bond is 50,000,
which means he only has to pay 5,000 to get out. Pay 10% of that, you can get out.
Yeah. Yeah. So grand opening, grand closing, if you will.
Hey.
Speaking of grand opening, grand closing, no more Andrade in WWE.
El Ida, I think's not.
El Ido, get me the fuck out of here. Apparently, it was not a mutual release. WWE made the decision to just cut Andrade. It's right now the rumors are is that it's set to have at least one policy violation, one wellness policy violation. Said he was suspended without pay because of the policy violation. Also says that he was escorted out of a WWE taping, and that he refused to take WWE's calls when they had, reached out to him, thus them having to change plans for Clash in Paris from changing it from Andrade and Rey Fenix to, I believe it was Profits and what's the scary nigga's name? The Wyatt family.
Wyatt Six.
So with this, I will say that
wait a minute. You trying to tell me the Street Profits was a DEI hire for that PLE?
I mean, the way that match went, you tell me.
Damn.
You tell me. They weren't the first option. Well. So there's a couple of different things that I can kind of like throw just darts at the wall here. First off, it was the AAA signing. When we saw Andrade out there for the AAA signing, it was like, nah, bro, I'm not trying to mingle with these niggas over here. And apparently there is some beef between Andrade and AAA, so maybe that was like icing on the cake. Also, the speed title was like, why, bro? Don't give me the speed title and place me on Twitter for a minute and say, oh, you're a champion. I feel some type of way too. 3, the best of 7 didn't result in neither Andrade or Carmelo getting the United States title, and they had massive heat. So, or like that was kind of maybe a
Mm-hmm.
fumble of sorts here, especially because afterwards LA Knight dropped the title to Shinsuke. Like,
Yeah, yeah, that did happen.
come on. Um, yeah, and he has every right to, and also relationship with him and Charlotte not a thing anymore. So there's just a lot of different things. It was like that didn't pan out the way that it was expected to go for him. And that's just me speculating here. I don't know for sure, but I'm just throwing shit at the wall here. Uh, will we see Andrade somewhere else? Probably so, most likely.
Listen, Buddy can wrestle. I rock with him in the ring. I even rock with him when he's speaking his broken English outside the ring. I think he cuts a better promo than Becky, but that's neither here nor there. Um, the face you made, that's hilarious. Um, I, it is surprising. It is surprising to me because him and Ray Phoenix, what it looked like they were about to do, what it felt like they were about to do, it was looking real good. Almost to the
Yeah,
point where I was cool with not seeing the Lucha Bros, like because of it. Um, but again, like when he came in, he instantly um had feuds, he instantly had storylines. So a part of me doesn't want to say that his tenure, his second tenure in the WWE was bad. It was just he didn't have enough, there wasn't enough meat on the bones. I'll say that. But he was putting on classics to me. Him and Mello, that soulmates.
yeah. And like when you give him the ability to just go out in the ring and let his work talk for him, 9 times out of 10, you're like, yo, he's a dog. Like he can really like get busy. I hope it's not the aspect of like his broken English held him back because there's certain talents where like, bro, I don't give a damn how good like your English is. If you can go, you can go. Prime example tonight, back here. Back here got the women's title, and she's come out and said her English is not the best, but if your ability to wrestle speaks for you, you're good to go. But also, we're talking about the program that lists themselves as the movie about the sport and not the sport directly. So a lot of their actions are based off of like performing. You got to be able to perform night in, night out. So who knows how much the promo ability leans into leans into a certain person's character. But I would assume that it could hinder some progression for sure. Uh, let's get into the interesting part of the news here. Bleacher Report rankings. Now, you sent this to the group chat, and you want me to read this list off, and you're going to ask me a question. Uh, so here we go. I'll start from 14, or I'll start from
Yeah,
15.
you can open it up and it should drop down to full 25.
All right, cool. Number 25, Michelle McCool. 24 is Jacqueline, legend. 23, Bull Nakano, legend. Shayna Baszler, 22. 21, Alundra Blaze. 20 is Liv Morgan. 19, Bliss. 18, AJ Lee. 17, Mickey James. 16, Natalia. 15, Beth Phoenix. 14, the Bella Twins. I feel like they're cheating there. 13, Io Sky. 12, Paige. 11, Ronda. 10, Lita. 9 is Asuka. 8 is China. 7 is Bianca. 6 is Bailey. 5 is Sasha. 4 is Rhea. 3 is Trish Stratus. 2 is Charlotte. 1 is Becky Lynch. I've reading this list like out loud. I can already tell there's some discrepancies here for me.
Well, first and foremost, we want to start by acknowledging the obvious. Becky Lynch apparently is the greatest women's wrestler of all time, and it's not just her saying it. It's Sports Illustrated saying it. It's ESPN saying it. It's Bleacher Report saying it. Everybody says it apparently, except me. Everybody except DT is saying it. So, um,
She's
but
like number 10. She's
she
not number one.
uh, she's
She's
not
not.
number one to me.
Not to me.
But again, I'm not an accredited listing guy either. I'm not ESPN or
You know
Bleacher
what?
Report or Sports Illustrated.
You know what? On this platform, you are. So on today's episode, this is DSPN. So DSPN, tell me how your list go.
Well, I will say this. This is what I will say. Becky is in the top five. Transparently, I think all four of the horsewomen should be in the top five.
Yes.
That's me. That's how I feel. Um, the crazy thing is that fifth spot to me either belongs to based on this list. Okay, um, is either Io Sky or Alexa Bliss. Now,
Okay.
before I go any further, I understand without the forefathers or the foremothers or those who come before us, we don't have these platforms. All well and fine. It's all dandy. But transparently, there's only so much respect to the OGs that we can continuously show before at some point we are lying to ourselves and saying that the new generation is not better than the old. At some point in time. So, with that in mind, I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
Because there is a glaring name that's not on this list. And I have a feeling that both you and I have probably come to the same conclusion about the name that's not on this list. Um, so, on the count of three, we're going to say the name that we believe should be on this list. And then I'm going to ask you a question following that.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Naomi.
Dakota Kai.
Okay. All right. See, and this is why niggas don't have things. This is why this is why we can't have things. For this exact reason. This is why we can't have things. I'm not even sure Dakota Kai makes the top 50.
Okay. Okay, we're being disrespectful now. Okay, first off,
You're
that's
not
not a
being
shot at Dakota
disrespectful.
Kai. I just knew that name was going to get a reaction out of him, so I had to say it. But shout out to Dakota Kai. I love you. You're great. What the name that we agree on is Naomi. Naomi should 1000% be on this list. She's not on this list, and it's fucking insane. And part of me is like, well, who do we take off here?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a couple issues here.
So before that, really quick, the other thing I want you to think about is who do you believe is in the top 10 that should get dropped off and replaced with somebody that is in the lower rankings? And the why. Now,
Ooh,
I think I have an idea on who you might say, but I'm curious as to who you're going to take out of the top 10. So
that's
just for the listeners, I'm going to remind everybody the names in the top 10.
yeah.
Number 10, Lita. Number 9, Asuka. Number 8, China. Number 7, Bianca. Number 6, Bailey. Number 5, Sasha Banks. Number 4, Rhea Ripley. Number 3, Trish Stratus. Number 2, Charlotte Flair. And number 1, the man, Becky
And
Lynch.
now, when we're saying remove, we're removing this person for Naomi to fit in the top 10, or we're just saying who in the top 10 should kind of drop out.
Who in the top 10 should kind of drop out and get replaced? So think about who in the bottom half of this list would you replace? Like, would you bump into the top 10? And who would you drop out of the top 10 to take their spot?
That's
And then secondarily, where does Naomi fall on this list?
That's tough because looking at like the obvious glaring answer here, right, is like, oh, you remove Trish Stratus, right, just for wrestling ability. But Trish Stratus ushered in attitude, late attitude, kind of into the ruthless aggression era, to where she's really fucking important to like WWE
Mm-hmm.
women's wrestlers, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't get Mickey James without Trish Stratus, right? So I can't remove Trish Stratus. Can't do that. Um, so second answer here would be looking at is Lita, right? Lita's number 10. Easy. We can jump her number 11, right? Wrong. You can't do that. Lita is, Team Extreme. Lita gave, women the power to be different and not just be the diva that's more I won't say leaning into sex appeal, but can be like the tomboy with the jeans and like the moonsaults. Like she made that shit cool.
Yeah.
Like so I can't remove Lita. I would
Hold on, because you're not about to say what I think you're about to say.
what do
Okay,
you mean?
go. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Um I would swap Io with Asuka.
Okay, that's not what I thought you were gonna say.
Oh, well,
um,
because like for if you're asking me about this list, I think somebody who's in I think China at 8 is severely underrated, right?
okay, okay.
I think China should be number 1. And I say this because she's the only one who held a male title in WWE
Mm-hmm.
history. You are number 1. Nobody else has topped that. Nobody else has even got close to the closest we got was Nia entering the men's rumble.
Shout out to Naya.
So China stays. She should be higher. She should be higher than Rhea, but Rhea just gets it because of like popularity and like recency bias. But I don't think there is a Rhea without a China. You see what
No.
I'm saying? Like
Mm-mm.
there's no Kobe without Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
you don't get that. Um, yeah. So the only one I'm actually swapping out is Asuka for EO to put her in the top 10. I
It's
don't think
tough.
Becky's number 1. I think Becky drops to like 6, maybe 5 for me.
Okay.
Um, and honestly, I would kind of maybe ugh, it sounds terrible to say out loud anyway, but off of WWE, I would drop Mercedes or Sasha a little bit for sure.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
that's just in WWE.
Okay. Um. So where does Naomi go on this list? That's the second question.
11, get Ronda out of here.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I transparently not mad at that.
Yeah, I think she
Not mad at that.
just barely misses top 10. Um, but we can definitely get Ronda out of here.
Okay.
And yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So for me, okay. Um, Bianca's too low.
At 7,
Uh, yeah, I would actually bump her up 2 spots. Um, I would literally probably swap Sasha
that's fair.
and Bianca. I
I
would
think that's
probably
fair.
swap them too. And that's no bias, no nothing. I would just
Nah, I
swap
think
them
that's
too.
fair.
But the problem is then that then means I am being a hypocrite because I also said that the four horsewomen deserve to be in the top 5
Right.
based on their impact and what they've done. So that's really tough for me to say. Um, but transparently, I would swap them. So I think Sasha would take 7, Bianca takes 5. Um, whew, niggas are gonna think I'm tweaking. Bailey takes 3, Trish
Mhm.
takes 6, Um, I think Io takes 10, Lita takes 13, Naomi takes 11, Ronda is number 26. Um,
Okay, let's simplify it. Let's just do this for the views, for the views, for the views.
oh, you just want me to just
Top
straight up?
five,
I knew he was gonna do it. Damn. Well,
top five.
because hold on, let me. I will give you my top five, but I think Liv Morgan needs to be a little further up on that list.
Yeah,
Liv
yeah, yeah.
Morgan is 20. Liv Morgan needs to be 12.
Ooh, ooh.
That's that's where I'm at with it.
I don't think Liv's done enough yet. Yet. Yet.
Listen, before the injury this year alone, she was going back to back as probably the best women's wrestler of the year.
Yeah, but we also like because 12 right now is Paige, and Paige had a run. So much of a run that it got derailed by injury. But on her run, she was on a run, bro. Like after the AJ Lee, it was Paige.
That's fair. I could be uneducated. I could be uneducated. I'm just telling you from what I've seen. I think Liv needs to be a lot higher than where she's at.
I
And
need
she's a worker and she can bump.
I need more Liv stories, and I say this because I need something to erase the Bobby and Lana like stuff that she was doing. And I need to have so much story for Liv that I don't even have to look at what Liv was doing prior to her current run. Right? Like I don't go back and look at, uh what was it? Team Paige, Charlotte, like PCB. I don't look at their stuff when they first started, like they debuted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have so much of a history to look forward on. So when it comes to Live, I need to see more stuff. We have the Rhea stuff, that was great. We had a World Championship run, that was great. Um, I need this next half when she comes back is going to push her a little bit higher on my list. But as of right now, there's not none of meat yet. Pause.
He is a three-time women's tag champion.
Yeah, the
She's a
woman tag belts get jumped around, nigga. What you
she's a crown jewel champion. That matters. She's the first one of her kind.
nigga, them titles bounce around more than
Not the crown jewel joint. Not yet. It hasn't.
That's true. That's true. It's gonna be on the
And
way coming.
yep. And then what else? Yeah, obviously world champion. I think if she was in the mix now, she would probably have been in the mix for the IC. Her and Dom, IC couple. So I
I
don't know. I'm just
yeah, I
that's
don't
just me.
know. I don't know. I think like when it came to like Paige, is that she similar to like an AJ ushered in like people who wanted to be like Paige. There's not a
Hmm.
lot of like we see people who like Liv and is a fan of Liv, but you don't see them like dressed up as Liv, right? We see the Bianca hair whip, we see that on everybody,
Hmm.
right? We've seen the Nikki Bella hat on everybody, right? Like the AJ skips. Like there's just things that like I don't know if I've seen them do with Liv just yet.
Okay. Okay. I will say this: her music, her entrance was trending on TikTok for a while, with
It's
people
true. Liv is
doing her stuff
Liv
for
is a
TikTok.
dog.
Yeah.
Liv is a fucking dog. Like,
All right. So to answer your question,
I'm
top
opening your
five.
top five tonight.
Top five for me, man. I'm going Bianca. Is this in order? Do I gotta do this in order?
Yeah, put the pressure on you. In order.
All right. That's tough because there's gonna be a. All right. I'm just gonna spit one out. Um, give me. Fuck, that is difficult. All right. Give me. Damn, I can't even fix my lips to say the words. Nigga, that's crazy. Okay, all right. Okay, fuck it. Give me Bianca, Bailey, Becky, Charlotte. Bianca, Bailey, Charlotte. I said Becky, right? Yeah, I did. I
Mhm.
just said that. So the three B's: Bianca, Bailey, Becky, Charlotte.
Charlotte.
That's four. Oh man.
Coming for that number one spot.
Oh,
Team plot.
say what? Somewhere Hero's like, that nigga gonna say Nia Jax. No, I'm not. Um fuck it. I'm gonna go China.
That's fair.
I'm gonna go China.
That's
I
fair.
I think Rhea's like right there. Like right there, but like I need to see her do something that doesn't involve the belt. I need her
Yeah.
I need her to have a storyline that doesn't involve the belt. So, and there is one, they haven't tapped into it as much because the storyline still revolves around the belt, but she can't beat Io. So, and Io Sky is if Io ain't 6, I guess she's
Woo.
7. And Asuka, I like Asuka a lot. I like Asuka a lot. Like a lot. But that's
Asuka's fucking cold. Like, don't get that twisted. Asuka got me back into watching WWE to be dead ass. When I found out she was on her NXT streak, I was like, yo, I need to tune in. And once I saw her and I saw New Day, I was like, oh, I got some people I can kind of watch to get me back into it. And that's literally what got me back in was Asuka and New Day.
yeah,
And then Shinsuke and NXT. Shinsuke has some shit in NXT.
Asuka's like
Uh,
that.
Ooh. All right, my turn. Top five. Um, Sasha, I'll go
Okay.
5.
Okay.
Bianca, I'll go 4.
Okay.
Io, number 3.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Bailey, number 2.
Okay. Okay. And you know I love
And
me some Bailey.
yeah, and just because I said it earlier, number 1 would just be China.
China. Okay.
Yeah.
Respect.
So out of that, people who fall out of my top 5 is Charlotte,
Becky. Yep.
Becky, Rhea,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
Here's my reasoning with that. The ones that I named, you take away it all. The production, the lights, everything. They still got the appeal to pull without it. You take away the mics and the lights from Becky, I'm not sure.
I would love somebody to take away the mic. Would love for a nigga to take away the mic from Becky.
You take it away from Charlotte, and she ain't got the robes and the lights and the woos and no Ric Flair comparisons. I don't know. Only person I'm strongly consider that without the lights and production is Rhea, and she's just outside. She's like number 6, but like
Mm-hmm.
everybody else, like I know for a fact the 5 that I just named without the mainstream appeal and like the production status, they can get it popping without it. They don't need it. And that's even more so with like China because like it was DX and China
Yeah.
was standing out. China was the most popular person in DX.
Yeah, she was beating niggas the fuck up.
Like you
Rest in
was
peace.
looking at the group like, damn, who the fuck is that? Right?
Mm-hmm.
In an era where like being built like that as a woman got you called a man. It was not right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like she
Mm-hmm.
was completely different. Completely different, bro. Yeah, so shout out to China. Shout out to China for
Shout,
sure.
shout out to China. Rest in peace.
Let's talk about Palooza. Let's jump into it real quick.
Let's
Now, I
get
will
it.
tell you this. Due to me watching All Out, I missed the first 2 matches. Right?
Mm-hmm.
However, I did see the reaction to the first match. That was all I needed to see. The
So
online reaction to that first match was not pretty.
that is what was
Um,
supposed to happen.
so show opens up people with John Cena and Redacted. Um, what man?
All right, go ahead.
Show opens up with John Cena and Brock Lesnar. Okay, it opens up with I didn't watch Brock's entrance. I didn't see it. I didn't catch like anything.
It was cool. He came out with no Titantron at first. Really no pyro until he did his little bounce,
Little
and
shuffle.
then boom, and then that's when the pyro and the Titantron came on. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Cena's entrance was dope. I saw the kids come out with him. That was fly.
He
But
he did that in my mind to
there was nobody look like.
oh, well, yeah, because what
I didn't,
what nigga what black kids want to be John Cena? Stop playing.
we can't see the black niggas. We can't see the black kids on screen, John. I see what's going on here. Can't see them. Five knuckle shuffle, nigga.
I'm surprised R-Truth didn't come out with him. Which I got
Dead
beef.
ass.
I got beef. I got beef, and we'll say that for another pod. But I got the same
Oh,
beef
it's
that
all
a
in the
lot of.
same realm. Like this nigga did this whole gimmick to change who he was and take me seriously, and now he's sticking his phone in a toaster. Nigga, please.
Yeah, I was hot
What?
about that. I was
What?
mad about that. I ain't gonna lie. But
What?
let's stay on Wrestlepalooza for now. Let's stay on Wrestlepalooza for now. I think John Cena did that entrance. I bet you all them kids was Make a Wish kids.
That's what
So
I say too.
he done put that record so far out in a way that it's nobody's gonna get that. They had
And
to
if it's
be.
not, it's still a dope spot.
Yeah,
If it was
absolutely.
tight.
I thought they were all gonna run to the ring. Like in my mind, they would have all pulled out the
That should have been,
towel.
yeah.
They would have all ran to the ring. And then Brock Lesnar would have screamed, and then they would have all ran out the ring or something. Like to me, that would have been dope. But um, yeah, John Cena comes in with like 40 Make a Wish kids.
Allegedly.
Um,
We don't know.
he comes out with 40 white kids. Um,
That
that
works.
wasn't alleged. Okay.
That wasn't legend at
Um,
all.
yeah, and they're doing an entrance, and it's dope. It's fire. This is super cool. Um, they get in the ring. Alicia hits John's entrance. In my mind, I'm thinking Brock Lesnar is gonna stop this entrance, F5 this dude like 30 times. I thought it was gonna be a squash match from the jump. Um, thought he was gonna F5 him like 30 times during the entrance and then dip out because it's Brock Lesnar. Um, she gets ready to do Brock's entrance, and we get a ladies and gentlemen. um, Paul Heyman pulls up, does Brock Lesnar's intro. Super fire. I got chills. Paul Heyman is great at what he does. Um, after that, the match proceeds.
That nigga Paul Heyman a thought. He'd jump off.
He holding himself out for everybody.
Yeah, for everybody. What was it wasn't last week, it was the last pay-per-view. He's like, my tribal chief. Still remember me, my tribal chief, and got choked out.
Yeah, because he a sleaze bag, bro. That's what sleaze bags
Sleaze
do.
bag, right?
He just
And then
he's just trying to survive.
he back with the bronze, and doing his
Mhm.
thing with them and Seth. And then lo and behold, Brock come back and he's like, I need to talk to you. He dropped everything. He dropped everything like a real eater. He dropped everything.
Set up a eater. Yo, that's crazy.
He dropped everything, come immediately and does the announcement for Brock, which I saw in the clip. I didn't watch this match, but I definitely saw the clips. I was like, that nigga, that's crazy. So this match, from what I seen, didn't last too long.
Didn't
From what
need
I
to.
read, what was a whole bunch of German suplexes and finisher spams and ta-da, nigga.
Listen, I think there might have been two, maybe three total suplexes. It wasn't like when Brock beat Undertaker and then fought John Cena immediately after and just suplexed John to hell. But John Cena did take a little detour. He did take a little, you know what I'm saying? Well, he did take a little pit stop, a little rest area stop in Suplex City real quick. Three of them hoes. Um, John, this was the perfect match in terms of what it was supposed to be, bro. Like Brock Lesnar, despite what the motherfuckers say about him and what is true and or alleged outside of the ring, in the ring, this dude is a fucking gigantic human being, bro. It's not. It's the same conversation that we had about Bobby. It's not really believable that a lot of motherfuckers can beat Brock. It's just not, bro. Like, it's not. Like, and that's just because this motherfucker's massive. So they get in there, they go back and forth, they're throwing punches, blows, doing a shoulder tackle. It takes 4 shoulder tackles for John to drop to his, or for Brock to drop to his knees. Um, and then we get a series of AAs and or FUs. We get 3 of them back to back. We get a 5 knuckle shuffle and 3 FUs back to back. It's looking like John is in the clear. Like it's looking real good until it's not. And when it wasn't, it was not. Brock Lesnar proceeded to F5 John Cena to the point where um I think it was like 3 or 4 in a row. He pinned him. The ref counted 1, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar wins. Now, to me, that's realistic. That's how it kind of should have went. I understand why people will want John Cena to go over on his retirement tour, but John Cena has apparently always had an issue beating Brock, except for like once. It's just kind of what it was. Brock Lesnar gets out the ring, and then he comes back. He's like, you know what? I don't really fuck with the ref. Why he don't fuck with the ref? Only Brock will be able to tell us. He is back in the ring, proceeds to F5 the referee to hell. Just sends him to hell. He's gone. And then he's not done. He F5's John Cena again at post match. John Cena got his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar.
At some point, we're gonna have a real conversation about this retirement run.
Okay, well, let's save that real conversation
When it happened, but
yes.
I'm gonna play a rewind clip. I'm gonna take this clip and
Mhm.
rewind what I said here at this moment about this retirement run. 5 dates left, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this was the 5th or the next one will be 5, but what does Brock have to do with John Cena's retirement plan besides them being enemies, right? And if that's the case, okay, cool. He's fighting all his enemies, his old rivals. What does John losing in his retirement run do for Brock? And what does that do for the retirement run currently for John? Like, there's no story around anything that John's doing, which is fine because John's doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. But like, why? My question is like, why? What's the big moment that we're building for? 5 dates, and we know they're all going to be pay-per-views now. I believe. I think he's done with like weekly shows.
Yeah, like performing, he might pop up. But here's what I think is I think that Brock Lesnar comes back again on this retirement tour and John Cena gets the dub. I think this particular loss for John was to showcase the power and the strength, quote unquote, of Brock Lesnar and how not a lot of people can beat Brock Lesnar, bro. It's not like it's not a thing. So I think John Cena is going to get his get back before this retirement tour is over. And it'll be a hard fought match. And by the time John goes up for that third or fourth F5, he's going to kick out of it and he's going to proceed to AA Brock Lesnar until the cows come home. And Brock Lesnar will go away again for however much time Brock Lesnar's going to go away for. Because Brock Lesnar's not going to hang around from a character standpoint. I don't know the human.
No.
From a character standpoint, he's not going to hang around if there's no adversary that he's going to be dealing with. He's not really going to be dealing with Cody, to my thinking. You already ran the Roman and Brock Lesnar shit into the ground 4 or 5 times. Who's he going to beat up? Punk? Like, and what is that going to be for the heavyweight championship? Because how do you get that off of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is he going to be part of the vision because he shook Paul Heyman's hand at the end of SmackDown or whatever the fuck, and then Paul Heyman's doing, like, if Brock Lesnar joins the vision, my nigga.
Not happening.
Well, listen. It,
The story with that we're playing with here is Paul Heyman's loyalty. Once again, Paul Heyman has only been unanimously loyal to
winners.
one particular individual. 2.
Who's the second?
Brock and Roman was like the.
He just jangled the tribal meat just 6 months ago, man.
Jesus Christ. And the way it looks at the way he's able to just drop everything, Brock's in trouble, come quick. It might just be that Paul would just leak out, be like, "Hey, he's actually stronger than all y'all. I'ma go over here. The vision was nice, but I'm blind now. Peace out."
He said, "I'm blind now."
So there could be something with that. I think the story that they'll tell here, especially because Brock also like F5 the ref, is that Brock gets suspended and Brock's away right now. They only use him for this moment, and then they'll probably pop him back up. Whatever the next pay per view is. I think they're going to. Are they going to Saudi? Like, is that the next one? Where are they going?
I'm sure Crown Jewel is coming. That's around the same
time. That's what I thought too. So like, he'll pop up around the next whatever PLE that they have. Let's see, what's the upcoming schedule here? Yeah, they got Crown Jewel in Australia, October 11th.
Yeah,
so
see?
We'll see. And also Survivor Series in San Diego. So there's some time that we can kind of like, see what's going on. Spinning out of this though, let's talk about match 2. Also one that I completely missed just because, once again, watching All Out. Usos versus the Bronze. I heard they put the electromagnetic fields in the ring. The EMFs. Never mind. We'll talk about it later.
Everyone, including myself, was happy that they brought back the Uso entrance. I think the problem with it was the fans weren't expecting it, and or some of the fans didn't know it or remember it. So it felt kind of flat at first until Jimmy came, cut the little promo, and we finna turn up for ESPN, show them how we do it, whoop-de-wop, turn every phone up, light it up. And then they switched to Jay's entrance, and then everybody was yeeting. And then it was it looked more appealing at that point. I still think it kind of felt a little flat because people were kind of recovering from the Usos entrance. So I don't know what they're gonna do there. They did release the Yeet and Uso Day One ish shirt, so maybe they find a way to recombine the songs. I don't know how long Jimmy and Jay are gonna be a tag team at this point. And I'm not gonna stay there for now. The Bronze come out, whole place is barking. This match was okay. It was okay. The crux of the match, since you missed most of it.
Why was LA Knight the ref?
So, glad you asked that because I definitely would have forgot to mention that. So, he was added in there to continue the story between him and his beef with the Bronze and him and his beef with Jay, and the loyalty from Jimmy. Uh, and he was added in pre-show, um, with Adam Pearce, essentially being like, "Hey, it's only one ref, one person that can handle this level of blah blah blah." And he literally walks in and goes, "Yeah, me." And then that was literally how they announced it. So he was the special guest referee. So he was a special guest referee. Um, and I actually liked it because it was some shit that I did to Hero one time when I was being his special guest referee on the game, where uh I let something happen to him that I didn't let him do to the computer. Is essentially what happened. So like, um, LA turns his back, lets Jimmy, because that's the brother that he likes out of the Usos, lets Jimmy hit Bronson Reed with a chair. Right, like smack the shot him with a chair. And then they try to get their get back later, and LA's like, no, don't do it. I'm gonna disqualify you, I'm gonna kick you out. And then some more shit happens, and then finally Bronson gets his get back with the chair, and then it just turns into a mess after that point. So they bring out tables, they bring out chairs. It's a lot of spots going on. You got Jay almost hitting LA again. Then uh you got Bronson Reed telling LA he ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna hit him with the chair. You ain't gonna do shit. Um, then you got Jay jumping out the ring and almost like aiming for LA, almost hits LA. Him and LA get into it. He accuses Jay of like aiming for him, and Jay's like, "And what if I was? Like, what you gonna do?" So it continues to escalate. Um, they throw the chairs in, they throw the tables in. There's a good spot with Braun Breaker. He does like a shoulder tackle the same way he did on uh, Ludwig Kaiser, which we haven't seen Ludwig Kaiser since then. It feels like since he got shoulder tackled by Braun Breaker. But um, so when he did that like shoulder tackle on Jay, Jay is down for a little bit. Was that where the was that spot? No, that was a later match. Um, they get in the ring. They're going back and forth. Jay goes to hit Braun Breaker with a chair, and he hits Braun Breaker so hard with the chair that the chair bounces back, smacks Jay in the face, busts him wide open. And Jay is like leaking. Like Jay is leaking like you remember how Gunther did Jimmy? He was leaking like that, but it wasn't no blade. It was
He
straight
was he just
chair.
hit himself.
He like and like he tried to like shake it off, and then it was like yeah yeah, and then like you could just see it running, and then he like taps his head and his hands is full of blood. So at that point, this is what gets everybody to believe like okay, this was not the spot that was supposed to
Oh, it
happen.
wasn't a planned spot?
No, because
I gotta look it up.
because LA then immediately goes to Braun Breaker while Braun is in the corner and it's like, hey, spear Jay. Like spear him right now. Right? And you can kind of hear him say spear him. And so Braun Breaker gets up, boom, spears Jay Uso. Jay rolls out the ring. There's a table that was set up in the corner. Um, there was a super dope spot actually that happened before. Was this before the blood or after? Now I can't remember. But it was like all four of these dudes went off the rope in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So um Braun Breaker went to do like the Breakenstein or whatever it was off the top rope on Jimmy. Then that went into um shit, I forgot the spots. That went into another off the rope spot that led to Bronson Reed jumping off the top rope, that led to Jey Uso jumping off the top rope, that led to another spot. So it was like they all four of them had their chance to jump off the top rope. And then the match ended with Braun Breaker spearing both Usos through the table and a tsunami because Jay was leaking, and that was the match.
Yeah, I just watched this clip. That nigga touched his head so goddamn fast. He's like, oh
Yeah,
shit, I'm bleeding. The fuck?
Yeah.
It happened so quick. I had to watch the clip like 3 or 4 times,
Yeah.
like, but it happens, and I thought you meant, like, he hit him on his back, and then, like, the full face of the chair came up and hit him. No, it looks like the edge of, like, the chair scraped him in, like, a ricochet kinda, like, moment,
Yeah.
and, like, the way he backs up is like, this nigga got shot. It was like, "Oh, shit," nigga, like, what's going he's sitting on the rope just leaking, bro, like, what is
Yeah.
going on here?
Yeah. Like bad too. Like it's all over his hands. It's all over Braun. It's all over LA. It's everywhere. Like, and so they were like, all right, we got to hurry up and end this because there's no actual ref in there to put the gloves on to do the
Exactly,
cut,
exactly,
none of that.
exactly.
So they changed the spot on the fly. So I don't think the match was supposed to end like that, but that's how it ended. And then immediately as soon as it ended, they sent the medical dude popped up and started working on Jay and yada yada. So the Vision goes over, which is cool. Like the Vision, transparently they should win,
Mhm.
um, especially because LA Knight was like the ref and like they were going back and forth and doing all that shit. So I don't have a problem with the Vision going over that night or tonight. But I would have been curious to see how the match was supposed to end versus how it ended.
Happened, yeah.
Um, and so at this point, I'm sitting there and I'm like, great. If this was supposed to be so post match, I'm like, great. If this was supposed to be the showcase for ESPN, like right now, this looks and feels so ghetto. Because if I'm somebody from ESPN or somebody that's new to watching and I'm watching WWE for the first time, how you gonna have this dude in the yellow shirt come out with 40 kids and he gets absolutely destroyed
Kids are
by this?
crying, by the way, too. I saw that clip.
Oh, oh, that was
Nigga,
so beautiful. That was so beautiful. That was so great. That was so, and it was multiple kids too. Even the little
a
black kids
lot
was
of them
crying. Yeah, dude was
crying,
like,
bro.
"What? What?"
I love it's so crazy because like it's bittersweet. It's like, damn, kids, you right. You should have seen John Cena win. But at the same time, I love that y'all believe it so much that the
Mm-hmm.
passion, the feelings there that you're gonna remember for the rest of your life. Fuck Brock Lesnar. I cried when he beat Cena. Like
Yep.
that's a critical moment in your little like toddler head right now. Is that you gonna go home and be like, I hate Brock Lesnar. Like they gonna
Yep.
carry that. You gonna go back to school and be like, yeah, I was there and he won and you're talking about it, bro. Like that's I
Mm-hmm.
love that. Um,
Even Tyrese Halliburton at the end of that match he was shocked. He was like, "What the fuck? What?" Like the
yeah,
expression
I'm
on his face. Yeah.
yeah. It okay. So we'll keep it in the realm of the ghetto-ness, right? The bouginess that's happening over here. Um, because at this point, this is when I tuned in. Around
Mm-hmm.
this time here, after this match, I tuned in, and I was like, "Let me just press it. Let me just turn this bitch on." Right, boop boop. Get to my controller, pop up, turn on, beep, PlayStation beep. Oh, hello, I'm here. And nigga, there's ads.
Yeah.
You got me fucked up if I'm paying $40 to get the goddamn ESPN app that I didn't want to get, and you niggas giving me ads. Oh, sickening. Sickening.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I realize we are just getting what's in between a SmackDown, a Saturday Night Main Event,
Yep.
Wrestlepalooza.
Yep.
Right there.
Yep.
Right. This ain't nothing different.
Nope.
Like, and so from this point on, I'm not watching this as a PLE. And you know how I know? We just had Clash in Paris. Clash in Paris' production, PLE.
Fire. Yep.
Fire. This shit,
Looks
SmackDown.
like looks like SmackDown. Yeah.
And I'm like, these niggas think they slick. They cutting down the product right in front of me, telling me it's a premium live event. We're on ESPN, and I'm like, this
Yeah.
shit look like SmackDown, nigga.
Yeah. They
And
they
so,
cutting they stepping on
oh,
the brick right in front of your face.
nigga, Dub C, Crip walking, gang to gang connects, nigga. What you, the Barracuda on this bitch, nigga? What you talking about, bro? This shit is Cripped all over up, like just stepping. And they say, hey, you want this? No, nigga.
We're
So
gonna charge you more.
now, because I know what the game is, I'm watching it at a different from a different perspective now. This is Saturday Night Main Event Plus, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, fuck, all right, great. Now I gotta sit here and wait in between ads and shit like that, which is fucking stupid. Um, so we kick off with Io and Stephanie, and I'm sitting there like, this is the only match I wanted to watch. Like this was my dream match. This is what I wanted to see. Right? I've been calling this
Mm-hmm.
match out for months now,
Mm-hmm.
and I can sufficely say I was not disappointed.
Okay.
I was
I
not
was
disappointed.
slightly,
I
just a
was
smidge.
not disappointed, but here's the reason why. Because when me and Hero had talked about it, I had said that as long as there is no interference and we get a clear cut winner, I'm good.
Mhm.
I'm I'm perfectly fine. Because there's a part of me that's like, okay, Oscar gonna pop up here, or we may get somebody who interferes at this moment. Liv may come back or whatever, and just completely sabotage the shit. But we got a clear cut winner. Now, do I agree with the winner per se? No, but I understand it, right? And I say no because we had talked about it before. Where the fuck has Stephanie been? Right? Like, not a lot of like TV time, not a lot of like for us to get engaged and to be, involved in your character. She's not really around a lot, but she has been working, right? So she's been working on her character work, working on her in ring, working on her English speaking abilities. So I can definitely see the work that she's trying to do. It's just, hey, now you got to get on the mic on Monday and sell it to us.
Mhm.
Can you do that? TBD. We'll see. Um, but also I knew that if Io won, we're just gonna run right back into the Rhea Ripley chain, and I don't want that either. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, that's gonna happen regardless because I think it was on Raw. Yeah, I think it was on Raw. Rhea already said, "Hey, regardless of who wins, I'm next."
well, granted
She,
they're going to Australia, so yes, that does make sense.
yeah,
Transitional champion? Question
nah,
mark.
nah. I don't think. We like. There's been a string of niggas not winning in their hometown. Um,
Bailey.
yeah, so that's like part of the reason why I think that won't happen, but also because like you don't. You got to think about it like this. She is the immediate next champion after Naomi. And that run that Naomi was on has to matter. So the person that holds this belt, they're essentially saying she would have beat Naomi. You don't have the person who would have beat Naomi then turn around and immediately drop the belt to somebody Naomi just beat in a triple threat
And
a month ago.
keeping it a stack, we would have rided because Naomi was on a run to where she should not have lost that match to
That is correct.
Stephanie.
That is
Because like
correct.
Naomi was holding that belt and was like, oh,
This is
she's
my
on
shit.
she's up.
Yeah.
She's up. So in hindsight, we're gonna thank Baby Uso for preventing me from raging out today. So, hindsight, thank you, Baby Uso, for keeping me in check because had Naomi lost today, I'd have been tight. I'd have been for sure tight.
Yeah.
Overall though, match was dope. I thought that there were some spots early that was kind of like sluggish. But they definitely picked it up. The corkscrew like that she did in the corner, she's grabbing the legs and just
Yeah.
ripping that bitch.
Fire.
Fire.
She
Um,
did twice.
yeah, fire. I'm
Hmm.
not a fan of like the Booker T spot. I know that's fan service and whatnot. It's not. It's whatever to me. Um,
So she likes that move.
yeah, I know. I saw that.
Yeah, that like
I have nothing
that's
against it. Yeah, I just
yeah,
don't like.
that's her shit. Like she likes that
Uh,
shit. And I see
the
why. Young money.
the finish, the finish was fire. That corkscrew spin out the air, moonsault, heat,
I literally tweeted, "What the fuck was that?" Because
nigga.
I was like, "What?" I didn't even know
Heat.
that was in your bag.
Yeah, I didn't know you can do that.
And he called it some devil
Yeah,
twist something. I don't know
it
what the
was
fuck.
fire.
That shit was hard. Like
It was fire.
that needs to be like her super finisher. Like when she like nobody should kick out of that type shit. You can kick out of the
Yo,
Stephanie Vaquer bomb and the Devil Kiss, but that you don't
that,
kick out of that.
nah,
No,
nah,
no.
yes. Shout out to, a dope match, new women's champion. Shout out to Io for putting her
Mhm.
over, like giving her a great match. Io's been putting over a lot of people indirectly. She's been killing. So shout out to Io and Monet for putting her over and giving her this great moment here. But yeah, we'll see where we go from here.
Yeah, I think it was dope. They had the bow in the center of the ring.
That was
Um,
fire.
so
The dad spot was cool.
yeah, yeah, that was man. She
I
was
don't okay, here's what I don't like about that, right? I love the dad spot. I love that your
mhm.
dad is here. He holds the belt. I hate when they give you the ESPN dialogue, though. ESPN on draft night, where you have this great moment where you on the top of the world, you number one draft pick, and this is Jerron Taylor, and his mother was on crack, and she survived, and there were 7 families here. They live in a 2-bedroom home with one
Yeah,
bedroom and like. Don't give me that, Michael Cole. Just
mhm.
like, hey, she celebrated her family. She made it here. I don't need to know the personal history. Look, she was just in a hut in the middle of Peru. Like, nigga,
And
stop
decided
saying it.
she was gonna wrestle. Yeah, like
Like,
yeah, hmm
don't do that. You don't do that shit to Cody when he wins his moment, right? We don't sit there and like do
could
that
have
shit.
lost.
Like, don't do that. It drives me insane when they do it to like black and brown and minorities when like they overcome some obstacle and they get this grand moment and now we talking about their personal struggles.
He
This
used
here is
to. Yeah, he used to be a slave. Now look at him,
like
nigga. What?
what? This Devion James, he was bullied as a fat kid. Now he's a Pro Bowl defensive tackle. Like, nigga, what in the hell, bro?
Yeah, yeah.
Don't do that shit. That's the only part I didn't like about that. But it was hella dope to see she gave her dad the belt. He's up there holding it the first time. Like, that's fire. That's fire
Mhm.
as fuck to me. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Um, Next match was the mixed tag. Uh Punk, AJ, Seth, Becky. What you want me to say, man? Cause you give me a look. We both giving each other a look.
I just want to see what you're gonna say. Can we? I'm gonna start with the entrance. The head assery from
Oh
Seth
yeah, for sure.
and Becky. Um, I text Hero. I was like, look at these two grimace looking dumbasses. Both of these niggas look like Barney the dinosaur. Um, I was when couples do stuff like that, it it just bothers me because it's like y'all niggas don't have no individuality, like none.
What you
Like
what you mean? You ain't never wore a matching tracksuit, matching jumpsuit with the J's and the tops and bottoms, and y'all just go out on top of the
no,
world.
no. Maybe when I'm 60, 70, maybe, but that's because I'm putting this shit on because it's easy entrance. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, bro. Like, but I get it. Like, they had to be obnoxious. They had to be over the top. You had to
Yeah,
hate them. Like, they did such a, especially Becky in this match. And I don't know if it's because I genuinely don't like when she talks, but I like everything else she does. But like, she has been doing so well at trying to make people hate her. Like all the underhand tactics, the backstabbing, any chance she had when Jessica wasn't looking, she was knocking that nigga Punk upside his head,
yeah,
bro. And it
yeah.
was getting to the point I was getting frustrated. Like I was like, it was great. It was fantastic. I think I stand on my point from the pod before that probably nobody's gonna hear. But at this point in time, you cannot tell me that Seth and CM Punk still hate each other. There is some mutual respect there. There is some sort like these niggas they're having fun. There's no way that you could tell me the four of them are not having fun. Like they in there with their wives, they best friends, they doing all the cool little moves, they stealing each other's finishers, doing each other's spots. Like yes, AJ looked a little like out of sorts, but I mean, she ain't did this in like 10 years. So I'm giving
Yeah,
some grace. I'm
yeah,
giving some grace. My only thing is this contributed to the we're in the ghetto piece because you can't make a big deal like this for ESPN and then the core match that you built this program around, the most important piece of the match is looking a step slow or looking a little out of sync or you need to be doing X, Y, and Z here. If this was just a regular Peacock situation, um, or whatever the case, I'm not as worried about it. But because it was ESPN and because it was this big deal and because you're trying to get all these draws for people coming in and watching it, you can't have those spots. You just can't
right.
because then it's like, bro, what the fuck am I watching from that aspect? But
From
outside, go ahead.
the ESPN aspect, absolutely, because
Yes.
like people were tuning in ESPN's like, okay, they're bringing the WWE in, like, okay, they're already skeptical.
Yeah.
You're mixing real sports with like sports entertainment. There's
Mm-hmm.
already going to be skepticism. So when you come in, you're like, I guess, bro, like this is, I don't know,
Like,
like,
why is this guy bleeding all of a sudden? I didn't even see what he did.
yeah, like, okay. So here's my thing with this match, right? A, the Becky and Seth entrance was absolutely obnoxious. I think I tweeted out, this nigga Seth looked like General Zod. I think that was, he looked Kryptonian. I did like Punk's jacket, AJ's husband. That was kind of cool. I respect that.
Fire. Yep.
Um, AJ Lee did look a step back, but that's to be expected, right?
Yeah.
You're out for 15 plus years, 10 plus years, or however long it's been. I expect you to have some kind of ring with us. I expect also because I was looking at her moveset, I was like, this is some dated movesets, but you
Mm-hmm.
wrestle how you wrestled back then, and that's
Mm-hmm.
nothing. It still translate. It's just like I haven't seen that move in a really long time. Um, so there was that. What I also kind of didn't like was the step back for Becky to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
She the moments where you're mentioning like she's putting hands on Punk, it was the slapping, right? It was a slapping, the hair
Mm-hmm.
pulling, like it was a lot of like Divas era shit that we wanted to leave back in the Divas era. I also wasn't too much of a fan of the kissing segments. Like the first one, cool, whatever, but they did it a couple times. And I'm like, yeah, nigga, we know you his wife, but before like before the on-screen world figured out that you two were together, you was still the fucking man knocking bitches out left and right, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I expect you to still have some of that ability still here and not be the arm candy, if that make any sense. Like, I,
I can't consider her the arm candy because depending on who you ask, depending on who you ask, she is more decorated in wrestling than he is. Depending on
absolutely,
who
but
you
in this
ask.
particular match, I didn't
Yeah.
feel like she was the one who was above him, right? And how I've been looking at Becky, she has been the one that's been more decorated than Seth in that
Mm-hmm.
regards to impact for the WWE. And this match in particular, it just felt like she was playing coy and holding and toning it down. It's like it's like if ASAP Rocky went to the Met Gala with Rihanna. It's like, nigga, you still here, but we here to see Rihanna. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
Like, that's my point.
Yeah.
Rihanna wouldn't tone herself down at the Met Gala for ASAP Rocky. She's gonna be who she is.
But but you don't know how the roles are flipped in the house.
Absolutely.
So okay, cool, yeah. When you in the women's division, you the man. But in the house, I'm the man. And when we doing the main events, I'm still the man. And that's not a like a misogynist thing. It's literally like,
Right.
no, nigga, I'm Seth Rollins in this bitch. And like I'm gonna be me. Like I give hero shit about Seth Rollins all the time, but the nigga's cold, bro. Like he's
Well,
gonna
Seth is
be he's gonna be one of the greatest to do it. He also just happens to be married to one of the greatest to do it as well.
he Seth Rollins is fire. He gonna be he at Mount Rushmore. He looking at the mountain. He not on it.
He looking at four versions of Roman on that bitch. No, I'm just
What?
like,
4 versions of Dwayne The Rock Johnson, nigga. What the hell? Nah, I'm just joking. Seth is fire. As my original point was just like I expected Becky to just still be her and not so much of like the the goofiness, the silliness that was kind of like happening in the match. But it's also a mixed tag match. It's expected to do some of like that weird, corny shit, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. Um, One spot that was funny to me is that, and this I know, I was like, you would not do this shit to the man if this is the man and her character. This nigga military pressed Becky and threw her
Yes.
and
Yes.
missed
That shit was
entirely.
hilarious.
Just threw the man like she was a prop and missed.
But again, that's because they had the upper hand. They've been popping shit all match. They've been beating the shit out of Punk. He ain't been he wasn't able to get out of the in track they call it the starter blocks. He wasn't able to get going or nothing. They've been beating his ass the whole time. So yeah, I'm gonna do your wife's taunt. I'm about to skip around the ring. You know what? Matter of fact, my nigga, I'm gonna take my wife, nigga, and beat your ass with my wife. Cause you can't hit her no way, nigga. So I'm gonna press my wife, cause show y'all niggas I'm the man. Look how long, look, I'm holding her up. Nigga. Who hold this relationship up? Me, nigga. Me, nigga. And you know what? I'll put her down when I feel like it. All right, I'm gonna put her down now. I just missed, my nigga. Like nobody told that nigga to roll out the way. I missed.
One thing I do like about mixed tags, especially when they do it correctly, is that like the intergender of like we put hands on each other, not in a domestic violence way, of course, motherfuckers, but like the women are not just fighting the women. I
Mm-hmm.
like the spot here where Becky put Punk in the sharpshooter. I thought that was fire. That
Yeah,
was dope. Um, AJ stomped the hell out of Seth. Like gave that
which
nigga a stomp.
which was great.
That was fire. Punk stomped the hell out of Seth, which was fire.
Yep.
Uh, so there's
I,
moments here that I did like for sure. Uh, the
they did some move where they
yeah,
flipped.
that was rough. That was a
Yeah,
rough spot.
because it was like they were counting down. It was like they were like
Yeah,
three,
it
two,
was
one. Okay,
ready.
flip.
Hey, like it was
Yeah,
very cheerleader ish, and I was like,
and
ah, I see
again, that's because AJ ain't been in the
wrestling
ring
right.
in 10 years, and so
I'm giving you giving you
yeah.
giving you grace.
But me as somebody who's like, oh, well, let me see what this Wrestlepalooza is. What is all this shit? And I'm watching it. I'm like, wait, these niggas is doing dance steps in the ring. This ain't.
Helping each other,
Yeah,
like
I'm not watching this. Like, yeah. So
yeah. Becky taps out. Punk and AJ win here. Um, they have their moment in the ring. We see Punk is just super proud, bro, and rightfully so, because like that's like we were wrestling together. Like
yeah.
she got the finish. Like that's you'll have that forever. That was fire. Um,
He fell through the
Outside the ring,
table.
yeah,
Oh, and
that
he.
was that was rough. It wasn't the flip that I was talking about. It was that when she threw AJ into Seth as he's
Mhm.
or Punk as he's performing the GTS. Somebody's doing something. The way the table like just collapsed. It wasn't supposed to go that direction. It wasn't supposed to
Yeah.
happen like that. And
Mhm.
immediately you see Punk check on AJ like, "Hey, you good?" Because that this
Yeah.
thing fell off the wrong way.
And then immediately went back to selling. Ah,
Yeah. Immediately. Hey, baby, you good? You straight? Oh, okay. You straight? Oh my
ah,
god.
oh my god. Ah.
Uh,
That nigga rolled over Seth. He was laying on Seth. Move, nigga, move. Hey,
yeah.
you good? You good?
Hey,
Okay.
get the fuck out the way, nigga. You see the way this table broke? Let me go check on her. She ain't did this in 15 years. Overall, acceptable. It wasn't mediocre, but it was entertaining at least, and I can say that I was sports entertained for some parts of it. I did think it went on a little too long, but I was entertained for some of it.
Yeah.
Um, Main events: Cody Rhodes, Drew
This pissed me
McIntyre.
off.
I was not sports entertained. I
This
think
pissed me off.
this felt like the SmackDown match, which is crazy
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you the main event. We should have just put Punk in them as the main event. That would have been like, okay, I see here. But this felt like SmackDown. Not only did it feel like SmackDown because as I was noticing, like the crowd, once in these rich crowds, bro, they just don't they're not popping for anything. Um, and granted, because they don't know what to pop for. You're at this spectacle. It's ESPN's WWE. You're expecting Roman or The Rock to pop out. You're saving your energy for something that's not going to happen. Um, yeah, I'm watching the match and I'm like, man, this is just it's already been a long day of wrestling. This one's just sucking the energy out right now.
Mhm.
It's like, fuck, what the hell is going on here? And then during the match, we get to the point to where Drew takes the turnbuckle pad off, right? He takes the turnbuckle pad off. Ref's like, hey, put that back. Drew tosses out the ring, right? Just slings it out like, nigga, fuck you. Bah, gone. Then I see the ref leave said ring to go and chase and find said turnbuckle pad. And I sat here and I was like,
When the
in
fuck
what
has that ever
fucking
happened?
world does the ref chase after the turnbuckle pad? So much so to where he can't find the bitch, he misses a goddamn pin count. Right? And I'm like, dude, hey, we don't bullshit. We
This
don't bullshit.
I think they hired some AEW refs because that was just egregious. That was
Nah,
egregious. That was egregious IQ.
nah, nah. There was no blood involved. If there was some blood involved, I would have gave it to you. The AEW ref was in the Jey Uso match. But
No, but
uh,
this was yeah, you're right. This was what are we talking about? What are we doing here? Like this would be like this match felt like it should have been like an open challenge. Like Cody's in the ring, talking this shit. I'm gonna do an open challenge for this belt. First person to come down here, get a match. It felt like that. This match should have opened the show or been in the middle, and you could have took either one of those other 3, 4 matches and put them on the back end. Preferably, honestly, like I get it. You had John lose, so you needed the night to end well and have Cody win. But we haven't seen Cody in how long? He had a baby, he got the belt back and instantly disappeared. He had a baby and went and did Street Fighter. The shit that niggas complained about Roman doing for years, this nigga just did. We don't see the belt. We don't see him. And then he pops up, and then all of a sudden he got beef with Drew McIntyre to the point where they take the women's triple threat match off of the card.
rightfully so. Smart decision.
Uh,
Hmm.
at this point, it probably could have just took that match. I mean,
Well,
it probably could have just took that match's spot. I'm not saying main event, but I'm saying if you was going to do that, what was the point of having Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes main event? Just because you had John Cena lose in 5 minutes? Like to me, they did Drew McIntyre a disservice.
they've been doing Drew a disservice though.
But in ways where it was creative. This was like, oh, the ref is like, don't kick him into the table. I saw what you did last time. You can't do that. Nigga, your job is to count. You shouldn't be worried about a motherfucking thing that happened outside this ring. As long as I don't use a weapon, your job is to count to 10. And when I'm done beating this nigga's ass, I'm gonna pin him and count to 1, 2, 3. Why are you stopping me from kicking this nigga's head in? Oh, don't do that. Oh. Nigga, if you don't move your little ass out the way, because if I touch you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get disqualified. So
Yeah.
now, then when I finally get a chance to kick this nigga, my foot goes through the motherfucking table. Who
Yeah,
knows what I did
he
to
kicked the shit out that screen.
who knows what he did to the ligaments in his foot and his ankle. And now he got to take a goddamn crossroads and a super cutter from a nigga who also looked a step slow. He looked like he was a step behind AJ Lee, and she been gone for 10 years.
It's facts.
Put the
As the
strap
as
on
the
somebody else.
as the world champion, I expected the energy to be brought up a little bit. Coming out of this, I was like, this match needed the shenanigans. This one needed the Randy to come out and RKO Cody on accident, come after Drew or some shit like that. Like, it needed the shenanigans. It needed something to like,
Yes.
oh damn, like what's going on? And then when I seen that the match ended 1, 2, 3, Cody wins, and there was no shenanigans afterwards, I was like, huh, interesting. And so the match itself, meh, didn't really care for it. Overall, though, let's get to this point here. This is the first show on ESPN. You just paid $40. How you feel?
Well, first and foremost, I want to start with I didn't pay $40. I'm not going to say why and or how I didn't pay. But if I did pay $39.99, why are we having a champion versus champion standoff with these two dumbasses? Okay. Sorry, WWE posted a video of Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins holding their belts up, staring at each other post show. For what? Anyways,
Isn't
if
Crown Jewelers champion versus champion? Is that where that happened? Did that not happen? Wasn't it
yeah,
Cody and Gunther last year?
yeah.
Yeah,
So uh,
bad.
anyway, um, I would be pissed if I spent $40. I did the premium package. I spent $40 to watch WWE on ESPN, and this is what y'all do? No return, no, like you said, no shenanigans. We get blood on accident. That wasn't even intended. Um, there was nothing to this. Y'all dead ass thought that y'all could just put y'all dick on the table and say we WWE. That's what this was.
Mm-hmm.
And you gonna like it.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I didn't get them niggas $40. Sure didn't.
Look, I'm gonna tell these niggas one time only. Hey,
Nope.
don't ever do the counter programming shit again. Don't do that shit. Please don't. Don't set yourself up like this, right? Because not only did a show go earlier, and people did watch, we had to come back and watch this. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Keep
that
your
was
shit on a
ass.
different day. Don't do that. That way I don't come in with the expectations of like, oh, okay, Wrestlepalooza, we're about to have some shit here. And I watch this shit and I'm like,
What the fuck is this?
nigga, it's like I'm 4 years old. I go from one grandma's house who got Oreos and Pepsi to the other grandma's house who got Shasta and tuxedos. Like, don't do this, nigga. Like, I know what kind of quality I'm looking for here. Don't.
Oh, as a nigga that routinely had the Shasta fruit punch and the kiwi soda, I can't allow you to disrespect the Shasta, bro. That got me through a lot of times in my youth. Now, nigga never had tuxedos. I never had tuxedos. I would never know what a tuxedo tastes like, respectfully. But the Shasta soda, I can't let you do that. I can't let
Look,
you do that.
my point remains here is that quality is quality. And when you're telling me I get to have both at the same time, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have good quality all goddamn day. And that did not happen this back end. You gave me tuxedos. I want my goddamn money back. And no, I ain't got no goddamn receipt. All right. Look, I think that if you compare this to like a debut with like the Netflix, it severely did not hit. Right. And you know why? I'll tell you why right now. Go ahead. Where he at? You wouldn't even have that motherfucker there. The needle mover. You did not have him on the TV. You should have had him on ESPN. This is the one hey, Street Fighter, hold on. I'll give you the week after. We needed
Acknowledge
him for
him.
this one. We needed him for this one, for sure. It would have made all right, at least I can say the Cody match didn't hit. At least the Roman match was like cool. The ooh-ahs, the bloodline, XYZ, right? No, no, you did not. So no Roman. Usos got cut early. Cena
Usos
and
cut
Brock had a
themselves
stinker.
early.
Cut themselves early. Cena and Brock had a stinker. Io and Stephanie killed it. Seth and Becky did what they were supposed to do with AJ Lee and Punk, but the rest of you niggas,
That was bad.
no,
That was bad.
no.
That was disappointing. I that was disappointing. It was. That
Yeah.
was. That was almost as bad as the last two Saturday night main events.
Yes.
It
We're
was right
getting
there.
worse quality, bro.
Yeah, it was
Why are we
right
getting
there.
worse quality?
And paying
What the
more.
fuck? And
Yeah.
paying more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are we getting worse quality and paying more? It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
I said it.
Mhm.
I think y'all was here. We were talking about it in the episodes that have not been out because of distribution. Um, fucking Evolution is the best pay-per-view this year for WWE. Hands down.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Hands down.
Maybe Elimination Chamber, because that was also carried by the women's storyline. Like, for me right now, WWE has been getting carried by women and Roman when Roman decides to show up.
Yep.
Anything that Roman is involved in and anything that women in general are involved in terms of an actual storyline, WWE has been getting absolutely carried by them. It
Yeah,
like
because if you keep it a stack, you're not even watching the mixed tag match for Seth and Punk. You watching for AJ and Becky.
yeah, because we've seen Seth and Punk 3 or 4 times. Now, granted, each time it was fire. Each time it was fire. But at this point, like, all right, dog. And this was the refresh we needed with them two. But there's only going to be so many mixed tags that's going to
Right.
save this feud unless you give the belt to CM Punk,
The
which they're
going
not
back
going to do.
going back to the pay-per-views though, you said Elimination Chamber, which was a good pay-per-view. Right? That was a great one. That was one that Cena choked out Punk and Seth came back and stomped on Punk and set up the whole WrestleMania shit. That was a good one.
Yeah,
The only reason why I do not give that one over Evolution, pure promo. Because Evolution did that shit without a lick of fucking like backing, right? They was like, oh shit, we're gonna throw you in front of Beyonce and all these other shows, and the AEW did they shit, and they outperformed damn near
everybody.
almost everybody.
Yeah. The only thing I would say is Elimination Chamber this year in Toronto had too many moments. Like, yes, now looking back on what The Rock and Travis Scott and John Cena turned out to be in the end, yeah. But in that moment, that was a historical moment. Jade coming back and beating the shit out of Naomi when everybody thought it was, well, not everybody, because we predicted it was Naomi, but when the rest of the world pretty much knew that it was Liv or somebody else, and the way Bianca absolutely lost her shit in the cake, like, bro, that is a, like, to me, since I have been watching, that's got to be a top 5 moment in WWE this
Is
past like 3 or 4 years that I've been watching.
is that over
To
cash
me,
in? Is
huh?
that over the cash in?
The recent one with the ooh, no, ooh,
Exactly.
wait,
Exactly.
wait, no, it's not. They're neck and neck
Point.
though.
My
They are
point.
neck and neck.
My
But the
point.
cash in was at
We
SummerSlam.
No, the cash in was at Evolution. Right? Because that was EO and Rhea.
Oh
And
wait. I'm sorry. I'm thinking you're talking about Seth's cash in.
oh, nah, fuck that nigga.
No. This moment trumps Naomi's cash in to me
Ah.
because, and here's why, because we knew once Naomi had the briefcase, we knew she was going to win. It was just only a matter of time of when. We didn't know how this story with Jade, Bianca, and Naomi was going at that particular moment when it happened. But we knew once she got the briefcase on the top of that ladder, everybody was like, yes, finally she's getting the belt. She's going to have the belt. It was only a matter of when and which belt she was going after.
But
But
we didn't know that she was going after EO's belt. Nobody saw that particular cash in happening. To
no,
the point that
no.
we were like, oh yeah, she's gonna get it from Tiffy because Jade's gonna challenge Tiffy and maybe she's gonna cash in after the
Mm-hmm.
match or whatnot. But we did not expect that you're gonna interrupt this fucking banger between Rhea and EO to just be like, fuck your moment. Let me get this. Peace. Toodles. Be cautious, bitch. I'm out.
I'm transparently, I'm probably going to go back and watch Evolution again for the third time.
Evolution's great.
Yeah,
Like I think that shit was fucking fire. And the WWE should be ashamed of themselves. Because they were like, oh, we're not gonna make this a yearly thing. You should, nigga. That's the one's gonna give you the most goddamn money.
yeah, because they're fucking
Um,
carrying you.
speaking of money, and we're gonna get out of here. This is gonna be the last segment before we get out of here. So Saudi is doing Mania. We've talked about that. You know, you know who they're trying to give a check to. You know, they're trying to get your boy, good old good old Dewey. You know he gonna be there.
Like almost. Nigga,
They're gonna scrap plans to make sure that they get Rock in there.
nigga, the way I almost let
2026 gonna be very interesting.
the way I almost left this chat. Man,
Look, I'm telling you, bro. Saudi paying Dewey, you about to see. I guarantee you. This is funny. Over or under 4 legends who should already not be in the ring.
bro, when Taker came out tonight, I got pissed.
Oh,
As soon as I
nigga was
heard the
like,
gong, I was like, "What
I
the
was like,
fuck is he
please,
doing?"
nigga,
Like,
go home, bro.
bro, like chill, mind you. Like you do not need to be out here. And then
No,
he sat down next to Stephanie. I was like, "That's a little weird." And then once he started talking, I was like, is he about to announce something that she don't know? And then he did. But no, as soon as I heard the gong, I was like, bro, come on. Taker, you do not need one more match, bro.
Telling you,
You don't.
4 legends will be at the Saudi WrestleMania wrestling, and they definitely should not be.
4 letters, one word. Dead. That's what they're gonna be if they try to wrestle, nigga. Cause y'all niggas need to chill, bro. It's time.
Nigga,
It's okay. It's okay.
you look what they call it when you get hit too much CTE, right? Look, no, it's gonna be CTC. Cut the check, nigga. Better cut the check, nigga. They getting all that money.
Everybody don't need to hoop forever, bro. Even
They
LeBron
don't.
said retirement is coming. Like he know
But
it's
whatever
coming.
Saudi gonna get, nigga. They got nigga. It was just what was it? I think it was the Canelo fight, nigga.
Yeah, he put
Riyadh,
that
right on the
on.
shorts, right on
Yeah,
the shorts, nigga. Like
yeah, he put that. I'm paying for this fight. You two niggas fight. Yeah, I'm paying. I want to see y'all fight. And he sat front row right next to Jason Statham and like 2 other niggas I recognize. I can't think of right now.
yeah, I think it was like Statham. I think Mr. Beast was right there.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a lot of money in that
Nick-
front row.
and then the next day he on ESPN with Tom Brady. Like
Yeah, doing the flag football league. Hey, Tom Brady, I want you to come out of retirement and quarterback my team. How much you
y'all want
paying?
no
50
look,
million. Oh, okay, I do it.
look. Niggas was talking about Tony Khan buying toys. That nigga over there. What?
Bruh. I want to know. I'm curious to know how much money they got. Not because I'm pocket watching, but I am, but I'm not. It's a lot
I
of
don't want to
money
know.
over there.
I don't want to know. Keep that up. Keep that to yourself. I do not want to know.
Shit, can he buy America? It might be in better hands than what it's in right now.
Nigga, we almost close, nigga. You're infiltrating sports.
Oh shit! Infiltrate the White House, man. It can't be no worse than what the fuck is going on right now.
Be careful what you ask for.
It's only gonna get worse, nigga. It's only been 10 months. It ain't even been a full year yet. It's 10 months.
Say something stupid. I was gonna say something just dumb. I'm glad I didn't say that. I would have to edit that for sure. But let's just do this. We're gonna get out of here, right? We are hopefully y'all hear this episode. We've been having issues with like the whole uploading due to like what software we're using and whatnot. So hopefully you guys will get this. Next episode, which should be with me and Hero, will be about All Out, and we'll talk about the matches there. And honestly, how the pacing wasn't that bad. They actually had really, really solid pacing, which I was not expecting, but they did.
I
They did
want to
really
say
good.
something. I want to say something really quick. Um, there was a small moment that was highlighted all over social media that
Yep.
let me know that as humans, that we are still like there's some hope for humanity.
Hmm.
Um, Edge doing the five knuckle. I'm sorry, Copeland doing the 5 knuckle shuffle into
Hmm.
the AA and
Hmm.
the entire AEW crowd
Hmm.
saying you can't see me. That shit made my
Hmm.
heart smile, bro. That made my heart smile. I can't wait to hear y'all
Hmm.
talk about it. But that made my heart smile, and that let me know that there's
Cena
still
chant
hope.
in the crowd. It was a, you can't see me. Then after he did it, it was Cena. Like
Hey,
ch-
bro, if the Bloods and the Crips can come together, bro, we can find a way. Hey, I
oh,
promise you.
that's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. Yeah,
So,
great moment. 'Cause I remember Cope was talking about he had saw that Cena did the spear against Sammy and that he was
mhm.
paying homage to, all his rivals, and he was like, that's really cool. He's seen it, he appreciated it, and then he does this today, and I was like, yeah, that's fire. Like
Yeah, bro.
that's fire.
They
Like and the immediate like he puts his hand up and the crowd just erupts, bro.
because they
Like,
know. Yeah,
yeah. It
man.
was solid.
You can't
It
see me.
it was
That
solid.
like goosebump, like the shit that the rock. Nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
bro.
the mana. Yeah,
So
but we're gonna get out of here. We'll catch you guys in the next one. It's been real. Catch you on the flip. Make sure to be safe out there. Actually, I'm gonna rephrase that. Into the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers, track 10. I'll catch y'all later.
Protect your net. Aye, aye.